today. So I realized that I actually haven't reviewed a book in a long time, but today that's going to change because today I am going to be talking about Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. I know I didn't say that right, but I feel like an idiot even trying, so yeah. Shatter Me is the first book in a dystopian trilogy. The third one just came out, I believe. I know it did. And it's basically about this girl, Juliet. She's 16, and she has this lethal touch. She touches people and like they die, obviously. Lethal touch is what that means. She's wanted by this group called the Reestablishment for purposes, and it's kind of just about like how that goes. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads just because it grabbed me initially, but it didn't grab me throughout. Like, I would get very distracted while reading it, and that's usually what warrants a 4 stars in my opinion, is if I actually get like constantly distracted from the story. But I did really like it. Unfortunately, I'm going to talk about spoilers, but I think that a lot of people have read this, so you'll most likely be able to continue. But if you haven't read it and you don't want your life to be ruined, I guess leave. Sorry. But now we're gonna start talking about things that happen in the book, so if you haven't read it, bye friend. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is the writing style in this book. I really liked it. It's poetic, I guess is a word you would say. She has this little cross out. It's like a thought inside her head, but she doesn't say it out loud, so it's like crossed out because she was gonna say it, and then she marked that out, so that was kind of cool. It's very urgent. Like, it's written in a way that makes you feel like I'm trapped, you know. So I liked that. I got a good sense of Juliet and what her brain was like and how it was to be inside there. As far as the characters go, I like Juliet. She kind of irritated me a couple of times. Like, it really, I know she was proving a point, but it really irritated me when she took a shower for like the first time ever, like a real shower with soap and stuff, and then she puts her gross dirty prison clothes back on. I think I would probably just be like, you know what, these people suck, but these are like clean cotton pajamas and that is like a rag. But I understand her point and I respect her purpose, but it still irritated me. I liked her character development because she kind of went from being this like very scaredy, like don't touch me, obviously don't touch me. At the end she's someone who she's like, you know, what does it say at the end? Like, I feel strong, I feel alive, something like that. Oh, it says I'm ready because this time I'm ready. I got a good sense of what she looked like. I just could tell that she was this tiny person, and sometimes you don't really get the impression of what a person looks like. It's very hard for me to visualize a character in my head a lot of the times, but I had no problem with picturing Juliet because I just pictured this tiny little person who had like this stringy hair. I liked Adam a lot. I'm kind of scared that he's like a double agent still a little bit. Like, I was kind of thinking that all the way through, and I'm still kind of like, what if he's actually working for Warner? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. As far as Warner goes, I'm interested in his character, but I don't really like him, obviously. One thing I'm really worried about is I have obviously heard a lot of people talk about this, and I hear some people say things like they're Team Warner. I don't understand how someone who's abusive and manipulative can turn into a good character. Like, is that a thing that happens, or are people just fawning over this abusive person? I don't know. I mean, I understand that he's a very complicated character, but just because you're a complicated character doesn't excuse you from being so creepy, you know? And the fact that he knows that she can touch him, like, I kind of anticipated that. I can feel the triangle forming on these pages. Just little, I saw it. It hasn't even come about yet, and I know it's there, not just because people have been saying that, because I can see it. I liked the plot. I liked the running away, the escape, the getting to that neighborhood. I really liked Adam's little brother. I thought that was really sweet and also very sad. I thought the twist at the end where there's actually all these people with these special abilities, that was something I wasn't expecting. I really thought that it was interesting that Juliet not only could kill people with her hands, but that she had like super strength. That was something confusing because she's always like struggling for breath when they're running, but then she can like burst through a wall. My final thoughts are that I like Shatter Me. I will probably read Unravel Me and maybe Ignite Me and the novellas in between because I've heard they're important. At some point, I think I'll read them, but not right now because I don't really feel like it, but I liked it. I really liked this book and I recommend it. And look how pretty this cover is. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't, even if I did not like this at all, I just am glad that I have this because this is one of the coolest covers I have ever seen. I kind of just want to read them so I can own them. Anyway, that is my review discussion of Shatter Me. Let me know what you think of Shatter Me. And let me know if you think I should continue reading these because I'm very skeptical of people who fall in love with their abusers. I don't know, I don't like it. Just let me know what you think and yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, goodbye!